Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the Furriers channel, and today we're coming at you with another video, and I have my helper here beside me, Piper, Michaela, Furrier slash Bunny. We're coming at you today with something. I just was like, well, this isn't like anything really in particular that we're doing. It is Masters of the Universe, and I had made it by the toy department, and this is a figure that I've been kind of wanting, but I was like, there was just one of them on the shelf. As you can see, she's right here. It is Evil-Lyn from the Netflix series, but I think this is the Mattel Creations kind of deal that they did. Uh, but it was usually around 40 bucks, 45 bucks, and it would be like one on the shelf. And I was like, I don't need it. It's too much. It's a good looking figure, but I'm good on it. So anyways, went in there. They had about four of them, three or four of them. They were 10 bucks a pop, and I was like, bet. So we went ahead and picked this one up. And Piper, if you would, hand me Evil-Lyn. Let me see what we got going here. This is when Evil-Lyn basically had the power of Grayskull. So yeah, I think it was this a Mattel creation. I think it was, because obviously you didn't see it in the stores, so I think you could only get it on the Mattel website. So nice looking box, just like with the snout spout. I kept the box on that one. Very cool artwork and all that kind of good stuff. It pops open there. Not a lot of information or anything on the outside, but right here, it's Dark-Lyn, evil cosmic goddess. Realizing that Skeletor is more reliant on her power than she is of his, Evil-Lyn steals the sword of power and becomes Dark-Lyn, the new goddess of Eternia. With all the power of the universe flowing through her body, Dark-Lyn sees nothing but chaos. She sees only one answer: destroy all reality and reset the universe to bring about cosmic order. I remember that. That was kind of a cool. That last season there, I really did enjoy that. Some people obviously still didn't like the show that much, but I like this little insert here. We will be keeping that box, so we don't want to tear that up. And let's see what we have in here. So she comes right out of the box. It looks like, I don't know if we got like some wired cape action going on there. We got what we looks like twist ties in the back here. Kind of like the, I guess you would call it non-plastic product. It's all cardboard. So just untying that. And Daddy. Yeah, baby.
Why do I have no shoes?
So you don't need no stinking shoes. All right, so that comes out of there. Ooh, got the feetsies. We got to put all this back in there. We'll try to save all the goodies. Put that in there and that. So, and the cape is wired on this one, which it can really open up. And she's obviously a little bit bigger than our usual Evil-Lyn because she has the power. This is Dark-Lyn. They even kind of butchered her hair there a little bit. That is one thing about that show that I didn't like, the way they did like Evil-Lyn's hair like that, and the way they did Teela's hair in the first season. I hate that hairdo. I mean, to each his own. Some people might like it, but I personally do not. Looks like we got the box here, which this was used, so somebody else already had this. So I don't know. It didn't look like they'd ever even taken her out of the box, but these look like they've been kind of messed with. It is some power deals there. Got two of them, two pairs of hands in there, grippy hand, fist hand, the usual business that we see in these boxes and stuff. So we'll put this all back in here. If we can fit it all back in there properly, we'll take a look at the figure. Oh, she went flying. Not literally, but she did jump, didn't she, hon?
How did you do that?
I don't know. Okay. So, and we have her out of the box there just to kind of get see the actual size of her. We'll take the actual Evil-Lyn. As you can see, there is a pretty good difference there. So, very muscular. We got some nice ab work there. She's been working on her abs. The cape looks like it needs to be out a little bit more. It's a little wrinkled. It was a little jumbled up in the box there. Like I said, it didn't look like whoever had sold this had ever taken it out of the box, really. I could be wrong on that. This piece here keeps wanting to pop out. think it's supposed to be sitting more like that. So it's got little holes right in there that kind of hold it in place. We'll see how her feet go. Um, they're very stiff. So yeah, I don't think whoever had this ever had it out of the box. She's got like little gems on her feet there. I don't know if you can see that. It looks kind of cool. Um, yeah, she's not wanting to stand though. That's for sure.
You should came with a stand.
I know. I've been saying that forever. They need to start putting stands with these daggum figures, but they don't listen to us because we ain't nothing but poo farts. So they want to charge us more money, but they don't want to hook us up with any of the extras. And just having a lot of issues with stuff just not wanting to go where I want it to. She's not going to want to stand on her own. I'm going to have to put some heat on them feet. Probably do that before we get some pictures of her there. So we'll get some close-ups there.
Daddy, I do got a stand in my room for my Barbie.
Oh, I know you do. So, and on the table here, we have a little bit of everything. And the hairdo I was talking about that I didn't really care for with Teela was this original release from the first season. I don't know if any of y'all remember that. I'm sure you do. I just don't like that hairdo. So, this one I don't ever have up on the shelf. This one's just kind of chilling. This is the one I usually have her with He-Man helping out, either riding or sitting by. Yeah.
I don't want to do
Okay, we'll go on, honey. I love you.
Daddy.
I usually have her on the shelf sitting with He-Man looking like this with the hair all done up, all like she's been doing some business, fighting, helping out, whooping some butt like Teela does. And then this is the other one with the other head sculpt, same body and everything. It's the same figure, but I have two of them that have two different looks because, like I said before, I do love some Teela action. We just got that vintage one that's put up on the shelf there. But this is the other one we just saw, just a different head sculpt that it came with. And then this is the one I have on the shelf with He-Man now when Teela becomes the sorcerer, basically. I do have the sorcerer too. She's put away. I put a lot of my Masterverse stuff up because I went with more of just the origins and the cartoon collection here. I'm gonna have to do some redoing, some shelving and stuff like that. But this is probably I love that vintage one. That's probably my number one. I would say would be the vintage Teela. Then this one, the sorcerer, and then this one, and then obviously last place would be the original release. I just didn't care for that hairdo. This Evil-Lyn, I've only got one of her. I would like to get another one just to be able to have her up with her hair down because I like that look with the hair down. All right, like I said, we got that one there with just the original head that came with it. Still a good looking Evil-Lyn, but this one right here, I've had this one. I didn't do an unboxing of it, but this is more like the vintage collection. Might be a new attorney. I can't remember. I threw the box away, but this one, this is the head sculpt on this one is just freaking beautiful. I love that Evil-Lyn. As you can see, I'm kind of a big fan of Evil-Lyn and Teela, but that one's on the shelf now. And the one from the show been put away. I just got it out. And this is another one that I've been wanting, and I just haven't done anything with it. Because that first release we got, a Merman, we got this one. It was like $5. I told y'all see these sometimes loose, and you'll get them like super cheap. But this Merman was $5. The early release one, they had one of those too, and it was like $4. So couldn't pass this one up because I've been wanting the Masterverse Merman, and this is more of a Merman, and I'm like, yeah, that's a Merman. That other one was the one without any of the armor and the damaged eye and all that. It just wasn't doing it for me. So I saw this one and the price on it, I just had to grab it. So just real quick, see if we can't get his sword, what people like to call his corncob sword. He didn't come with a trident though, so it's kind of like, oh, I thought I'd at least have a trident. They did have the older release one that did have a trident, and like I said, it was $4. Didn't really want it, but did I want to buy it just to have the trident? Might be something later on down the road I'll do just so I can have that weapon. Um, but this one on the Merman is kind of like the Stinkor with the feet. Had a lot of issues with the ankles on that one and did not want to stand. I never could get the feet to get right. This one, though, the feet seem to be pretty good. See if he can stand there. He's not going to want to stand. Oh, he did. Need some foot stands for him. for some of these. Still couldn't get the Evil-Lyn to stand. But yeah, that's kind of it on that. I just wanted to go over these real quick. I've been kind of wanting to take a look at all the Teelas and Evil-Lyns that I've had from the Masterverse. And if you would, so yeah, we got the Merman here. Like I said, with the Trident, it'd be nice to have that, but we'll see on down the road. But yeah, it was just kind of a nonsense kind of video I did today because I do have a lot of love for Teela and Evil-Lyn, and I'm kind of wanting to have like a shelf kind of devoted to them with some stuff going on because I kind of have the He-Man one and Skeletor and Conan shelf going on and all that kind of good stuff. So, but that's it, guys. If you would, down below, let me know what was your favorite Teela, what was your favorite Evil-Lyn. Did you get this Dark-Lyn? Did you not want it? Just having it in hand, this is a pretty good figure. Just the look of it, the cape, we'll say that kind of the downfall of it is this piece right here. I don't know if it needs to be glued in or if it was glued in at one time, but it does not want to stay properly. Her little makeshift crown thing around her neck there. So that's the only negative of it. Other than that, everything else is hunky-dory on that one. It is a pickup, and they're super cheap right now. So if you see it, I say pick it up. That's probably obviously my second favorite Evil-Lyn, even though it's kind of a weird version of her, I guess, a little bit because we never really saw that in the cartoon. But obviously, this one, I can't remember if this was a vintage or if it was just the, I forgot what that other release was of Masterverse. Somebody down below, just if you know, put it down there. If I can, I'll try to post up the info on that in the video. So, but that's it, guys. Like I said, just like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what your favorite is, and y'all have a good one. Later.